on Module 5, Lesson 6, I want you to go straight to the problem set at the end of the lesson. When you get there, on the first problem, you can see some editing notations I've made. They had two of the labels switched around. So if you can fix those two labels, go ahead and pause this until you have that done. Hi, so problem 1 says below is a drawing of a wall that is to be covered with either wallpaper or paint. The wall is 8 feet high and 16 feet wide. So the first thing I'm going to do is label that. So the wall is 8 feet high feet across. The fireplace is 5 feet wide and 3 feet high. The mirror above the fireplace is 4 feet wide and it is 2 feet high. Okay. The last thing it says is note that the drawing is not to scale, meaning a line for 2 feet might be just as long as a line for 3 feet. They're just giving you all the measurements you need. Okay. So now that we have everything labeled that they give me, I go to the first question underneath. And it says, how many square feet of wallpaper are needed to cover the wall? So the first thing I think to myself, if I was doing the entire wall, that's a rectangle, which is a parallelogram. So its area is base times height. So area equals 8 times 16. So I grab my calculator and I plug that in and I get 128 feet squared. Now that would be my answer if I was doing the entire wall, but there are sections of the wall that I'm not doing. The first of those is the window up at the top. So for the window, my area is 1.5 times 14. And so when I multiply those together, I get 21. Then I go to the fireplace down at the bottom. area equals 3 times 5, which is 15 feet squared. And then I have the mirror, which is 2 by 4, which is 8 feet squared. So those 3 sections are areas I'm not going to wallpaper. So I need to add those together. So I am going to add 21 plus 15 plus 8. And you can do that on your calculator, or you can do that on the paper, whatever is easiest for you. So when you're done with that adding, you've gotten 44. So there are 44 feet squared that are not going to be wallpapered. So I take my 128 and I subtract the 44. And when I do that, I get 82 feet squared. So I need 82 feet squared. That's how much wallpaper I'm going to need. Okay, now I'm ready to move on to part B. So I figured out that I need 82 square feet of wallpaper. Now I go to the store and I find out that wallpaper is sold in rolls that are 18 inches wide and 33 feet long. Rolls of solid colored paper wallpaper will be used so patterns don't have to match up. So if you've never seen someone do wallpaper before, if it has a pattern to it, you have to buy extra so that you can match up patterns from one row to the next. But because they're going to use solid, we don't have to worry about that. So the first thing it asked me is, what is the area of one roll of wallpaper? Well, it's 18 inches wide by 33 feet long. Again, hopefully you notice that means we have 2 different labels. So we have to think again, 18 inches is the same as 1.5 feet. So if I were to roll out that long roll of wallpaper, it would be 1.5 feet across and 33 feet long. So its area, 1.5 times 33. So grab your calculator. And when you multiply that, you get 49.5 feet squared. Okay. So the next question asks me how many rolls would be needed to cover that wall. One roll is 49.5 square feet. So I need at least one roll. So I take, on my calculator, I take 82 and I divide it by 49.5. And when I do that, so let me grab my calculator, 82 divided by 49.5. And when I get that answer, I see an answer that has 1, a decimal point, and a 6 and a 5 that keep repeating. If you see a 7 at the end of your screen, that means that your calculator rounded when it ran out of room. So it didn't come out even, but that's okay because when I go to the store, they're not going to sell me part of a roll. So I can tell by looking at that answer that I need to buy 2 rolls. 1 roll is not enough. 2 is going to give me some extra, but if you go to the store to buy it, they're not going to sell you part of a roll. So I need to buy 2 rolls. Okay. Then the next question says, this week the rolls are on sale for $11.99 a roll. Find the cost of covering the wall with wallpaper. So I have to buy how many rolls? 2. So I am going to multiply 2 times $11.99 to get my answer. So $11.99 times 2, do this on your calculator. I am going to have to spend $23.98. It says a gallon of special textured paint covers 200 square feet and is on sale for $22.99. The wall needs to be painted twice. The wall needs 2 coats of paint. It says find the cost of using paint to cover the wall. Well, I need to cover the wall twice. So I need 82 square feet first coat plus 82 square feet for the second coat. So I can either multiply it by 2 or add them together, and I get 164 square feet. Well, 1 gallon gives me 200 square feet. So I only need to buy 1 gallon of paint because that 200 square feet will be enough to do both coats. So it's going to cost me $22.99. Number 2. A classroom has a length of 30 feet and a width of 20 feet. The flooring is to be replaced by tiles. If each tile has a length of 36 inches and a width of 24 inches, how many tiles are needed to cover the classroom floor? So the area of the floor of the classroom is 30 by 20, which is 600 square feet. Each tile has an area. Oops, look, they gave me inches, so I have to change my inches to feet in order to solve this. So 36 inches, divide it by 12. So 36 inches divided by 12 is 3 feet. And the other dimension, 24 inches divided by 12, because there's 12 inches in a foot, is 2 feet. So each tile is 2 feet by 3 feet. So 2 times 3 equals 6 square feet. So I need to cover 600 square feet. Each tile gives me 6 square feet. So I am going to take my 600 and divide it by 6, and I get 100. So I need 100 tiles to cover the floor. Okay. Next problem, 3, is a challenge. It says assume the tiles from problem 2 are unavailable. Another design is available, but the tiles are square, 18 inches on a side. If these are to be installed, how much must be ordered? So I take the 18 inches and divide that by 12, sorry. And when I do that, that's 1.5 feet. So the area of that tile 1.5 times 1.5. And I get 2 1/4. So these don't cover as much area as the others did because the other tiles covered 6 square feet. So now I'm going to take the 600 square feet that I have to cover and divide that by the 2 1/4 square feet to find out how many tiles I need. So 600 divided by 2 1/4 and I need 1,350. Oops, you know what? I hit multiply instead of divide. I knew that answer didn't look right. I bet you caught that too, didn't you? All right, and so when I divide that, I get 266 and 2/3. So just like in our previous problem, I can't order 2/3 of a tile. So I need to order 267 tiles. Okay, finish the rest of the problem set on your own and then turn in your problem set when you're done.